So, I decided that maybe I should actually record this. This is gonna be another one of those snatch and grabs. Got heat sinks, got my collectors. Because I don't think I'm good enough to just scoop and run. Actually, you know what? This is going to be the intro.
Mission objective detected. Programming inventory. Cargo scoop deployed.
Of course, I'm grabbing stuff blindly.
Heat sink deployed.
And, of course, there are the pirates.
Mission objective complete.
And on that note, time to get out of here.
Critical message. Cargo scoop retracted.
Sorry, little limpet, but you are a sacrifice for the greater good.
Frameshift drive charging.
And let's get away from here before those two pirates figure out just where I am. Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, whatever you may be. My name is Undub, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Things certainly seem to keep coming up shiny for the Melanists. Well, at least for now. They've secured their current food supply and are offering discounts on commodities to...
Request denied.
Who is on my landing pad? Anyway, to... well, what was I saying again? Ah, yes, to expedite the establishment of trade lanes and have even transitioned from a provisional government to the first elected representation. With the Dr. Jenna Fairfax receiving the majority vote and having the esteemed privilege of acting as the first minister of the Malinist colonies in HIP 22550, and pilots who took part in both community goals can now receive both the monetary rewards as well as the
Docking request denied.
get off my landing pad, ya ass monkey. But those delicious sounding...
Docking request granted.
Where was I going again? Preferably not into the comms tower. Those very interesting sounding point defense modules. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to actually pay attention to my landing at this point, because I do not have an auto dock sequence on this ship, because why would I want one? As I proceed to hit a light pole. Pay no mind to that, everyone. There we go. Now I can make my delivery here. As for galactic peace news, the summit, things are not quite set in stone as last week. Both the Sirius Corporation and the Utopia Commune launched equally competing initiatives. And now, currently, Sirius Corporation holds the lead in this. All things being equal, I'm going to go with the credits then. Although I probably should have gone with the engineering materials. That's beside the point. Anyway, Sirius Corporation is currently in the lead on this initiative, but their community goal is only 3% of the way complete. So, quite frankly, our admirable, gallant space hippies certainly could pull a fast one on the galaxy and become the de facto option. But that's beside the point. Both community initiatives are seeking anomalous build scan data, atypical disrupted wake echoes, exceptional scrambled emission data, and any unusual encrypted files that you may have laying about. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how bumming for engineering data will be useful or how that affects the suitability of being able to host a peace summit. But if you want to support the Utopia Commune's idealistic wants for peace, travel to the Plevnik system and trade in data at Tanner Settlement. Otherwise, if you prefer your peace with a side helping of cold calculated capitalism, travel to the Lembava system and trade in data at the Goldstein port. Quite frankly, you likely won't see me at either location, as I'm not touching the CG, and purely because I have precious few engineering materials as it is. Okay, let me figure out just where I am going. Hertz. I'm going to Hertz, not to buy another ship or anything like that, but to purchase, what was it again? It is 72 tons of non-lethal weapons. Did that guy just smack into the star behind me? That's what it seems he did. But anyway, a quick jump back to Federation news. Former Federation President Jasmina Halsey has arrived on Mars. Well, actually arrived on Mars on the 20th to serve as a witness in regards to the trial of Fleet Admiral Lucas Vincent, which began yesterday. While not necessarily required after she emigrated to the Alliance, and where she now serves as both a peace activist and advisor to the embattled Prime Minister Edmund Mahon, who is currently seeking re-election against the challenger Chancellor Nakato Kane. President Zachary Hudson has yet to comment regarding the return of Halsey or the trial of Fleet Admiral Vincent, which, I mean, I don't see why he'd want to comment right now, because technically Fleet Admiral Vincent's trial could very well implicate the good President Hudson in the near attempted death, or, well, attempted assassination of Jasmine Halsey. Anyway, she did not necessarily have to come back, but chose to, even though the subpoena from the Martian Senate doesn't necessarily reach to the Alliance space, but that's beside the point. Interesting things are definitely going on within the Federation right now. And finally, as for the Dark Wheel, I am operating out of the Fralac system, one of the problem children that we must take care of. And interestingly enough, I am not working for the Dark Wheel this time. Instead, we are pushing the influence of some of the native factions in order to lower the Dark Wheel's influence down to 60%, as we do not actually want to expand out of here and allegorically walk into the neighbor's kitchen and piss into their Cheerios. Hopefully by the end of the week we will have pushed out of where was it again? LHS 397 into our test system for trying to find out if the Dark Wheel can give out the Sol System's permit, which is unlikely, or more importantly, move on into the Sol system. But to do that, we do not need the Dark Wheel moving out of any other systems, and I also need to grab docking permission. Huh, I almost forgot about that. And then, once that is done, we will have our more interesting experiment in the LFT 509 sector, where we will find out if we can give out that permit. But as for me, I am collecting non-lethal weapons because one of the natives off in the Fralak system is in a war. And then, of course, I'm also recovering a bunch of black boxes that have mysteriously been shot down in neighboring systems. I wonder who that might have been. Certainly not our friendly neighborhood CIA, I hope. But them's the news, and I am going to find those non-lethal weapons because, well, it is a war. This is a civil, well, as civil as a war can get, anyway. There we go, 72 tons bought up. And I do have one more delivery that I actually needed to do. Cabana Hub in the EMI system. That's on the way. We'll hit that on the way back, and then I will jump out and go get those black boxes. Although, with all these weapons in my hold, I might get chased by another pirate. Which you will see at the outro today, because I did start my intro, but, well, I kind of got flustered when the pirate nearly interdicted me into a star because I was in a binary system. Well, actually, trinary system now, think about it, because there was another star out near that station that I just came from, if I remember correctly. But the two, I suppose, subsystem, but whatever. Binary star system with a secondary system as well. Regardless, I think that's the proper terminology anyway. Huh, looks kind of like Mars. I'm not in Sol, am I? No. I wasn't exactly paying attention. One of these days I'm going to get back to doing Hutton stuff, and then I will actually earn a Hutton mug. But, yeah, the LFT 509 system project is simmering along quite nicely, if I do say so myself, anyway. Cabana Hub. I wonder if they have a bar there. I wonder if they'll have a visitable bar come Odyssey. That would be interesting to say the least. At least I hope that's the case. Might be nice. But I doubt that. I doubt we will have bars to visit. Although it would be fun. Get into a shootout all Mos Eisley like. If that's the case, what kind of music will they have at the bars? Questions for another time. Actually, I should submit that for a Q&A session the next time Frontier decides to actually have one. Will there be bars? Can we get into shootouts in said bars? Because allegedly, with Odyssey, we will be able to play the game completely on foot. At least on the ground, I suppose. Or at least that's the allegations, or plans, or what have you. Which I, for one, welcome, but it would be nice to have some more information regarding all the possibilities. I mean, once Odyssey goes live, there are a few places I want to check out. Like Midland Hollow. Mitterland. The planet that, in Soviet space, planet lands on you. I'm gonna have to go there at some point for EDR, just so that way I can show you guys just how fast this planet is moving. Because I know that experienced Elite Dangerous players know about this place. Some of the newer people might not necessarily know, and also some of my viewers may not necessarily be as acquainted to some of the sights and things that can be seen in Elite Dangerous as I am. But that is neither here nor there. I just think it's really funny. Or at least that planet is really funny. Planetoid. Like, it's a planetoid that will reach out and touch you.
Docking request granted.
And it is not gentle with its touches, to say the least. And once I get this done, I can go and collect those black boxes. And I'm approaching this bay way too damn fast.
Landing gear deployed.
Just as planned. It's an arresting hook.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Well, it's not as planned, but whatever, it worked. And now my next delivery is done. But this episode is kind of getting long already, and do I want the reputation? Nah, I want the money. CHS. That's where I'll go. Kinda out of the way, but well, nah. And unfortunately, I didn't get to that portion of the episode, collecting the black box data. But, I mean, you have seen that before. And I have already gone long enough with today's episode. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell for notifications, and to join me in my eternal crusade against YouTube and its sorting algorithms, like my newest subscriber, who is... Where did my note go? Mild problem. I just closed the note. Who is my newest subscriber? Because unfortunately I did not just directly put it to Katie Von Noy. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining my Eternal Crusade, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video.